Today, we're diving into something that could completely rewrite the rules of online commerce as we know it. It's called the Agentic Commerce Protocol, or ACP. And believe me, this isn't just some new trend. It's a huge, fundamental shift in how we buy and how businesses are going to have to sell.
You've been there, right? Staring at a dozen different tabs, trying to figure out which product has the best reviews, the best price. It's just exhausting. Well, that feeling, that decision fatigue, is the exact problem that this radical new approach is built to solve.
So to really get what's coming, we have to take a hard look at where we are right now. And let's be honest, online shopping today is often a super frustrating, totally manual process. Notice a pattern here? Every single one of these steps is driven by you. You're doing the searching, the comparing, the clicking. The entire weight of that decision is sitting right on your shoulders. But what if it didn't have to be that way? This is where the Agentic Commerce Protocol, or ACP, comes in, to completely flip the script.
Just look at this difference. It's night and day. Instead of that whole multi-step mess that you have to manage, you just state your goal. Something like, hey, find me the best noise-canceling headphones for under $200. And that's it. From there, your personal AI agent takes over the whole shebang.
So to get a little more formal, ACP is basically a set of rules that lets AI agents act on their own. And this is the key. We're not just talking about getting recommendations. This is an action-oriented AI. The agent doesn't just suggest the best headphones. It understands your preferences, finds the best deal, places the order, and arranges the delivery. All of it. ACP is really built on four main pillars. First, autonomy, which gives the AI the power to actually make a choice. Then, interoperability, so it can talk to any online store or payment processor out there. Trust and governance are huge, because this has to be secure. And maybe most important of all, it's outcome-based. It's designed to deliver a result, not just a bunch of links for you to click.
This analogy really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? ACP isn't just a new app or a cool feature. The goal here is for it to become the bedrock, the fundamental protocol for how AIs do business, just like HTTP is the invisible foundation for the entire web we use today.
Now, it's really easy to hear all this and think, okay, so it's just automation, right? But nope, there's a really critical difference here. Think of it like this. Simple automation is like a recipe. It just follows a rigid script. If this happens, then do that. No wiggle room. But ACP is like a master chef. You just give it a goal, like make me a fantastic dinner, and it uses all its skills and whatever ingredients are available to make it happen, adapting as it goes. It understands intent.
Okay, so if AIs are going to be making our buying decisions, what on earth does that mean for marketing? Well, it means pretty much everything is about to change. We're moving from a human-focused world to an agent-focused one.
And the first big domino to fall? The one and only search engine optimization, or SEO.
For the last 2 decades, SEO has been all about appealing to human psychology, right? Getting that click on a Google search page. Well, in the ACP world, the new game is to be the most trusted, most structured, and most easily readable source of information for an AI agent that's making a logical decision. So your focus has to pivot to things like clean, structured data, totally transparent pricing, and verifiable trust signals. Because if your brand's information isn't perfectly optimized for an AI to understand in a split second, you're going to become basically invisible in this new economy.
All right, next up, advertising. The entire art of persuasion is about to get a very logical makeover.
You know the ads, limited time offer, don't miss out. They're all designed to trigger an emotional response, a sense of urgency. An AI agent is completely immune to that stuff. It doesn't feel FOMO. It cares about cost-benefit analysis, delivery reliability, and long-term value. Marketing hype gets replaced by cold, hard, logical proof.
This new reality also takes one of the most classic ideas in marketing, the funnel, and turns it completely on its head.
The traditional funnel that we all know, guiding a user from awareness down to consideration and finally to conversion, that's gone. With ACP, the AI agent collapses all of those steps into a single instant. So your job isn't to nurture a lead anymore, it's to provide every piece of data necessary for your product to be the most logical choice in that one moment.
And what about the very idea of a brand? Yeah, that's evolving too. It's shifting from being an emotional image to something much, much more quantifiable. In this new world, an AI agent looks at your brand and basically sees a risk profile. It's not about your cool logo or your clever slogan. It's about your reliability score, your track record, your consistency, your transparency. The winning brand, more often than not, will be the one that the algorithm decides is the safest bet.
So with all that said, how do you actually win in this new world? Let's take a look at the new playbook.
The metrics we live and die by are changing completely. Instead of click-through rates, you're going to be obsessed with your agent selection rate, because getting chosen by the AI is literally all that matters. Instead of cost per click, you'll focus on your decision win rate. And instead of return on ad spend, you'll measure your protocol compatibility score. Because if an agent can't even talk to your system, you don't exist.
And this all brings us to a really powerful and frankly mind-bending conclusion about what the job of marketing is actually becoming.
Just let that sink in for a second. All the effort, all the creativity, all of the budget that we currently pour into grabbing human attention, that's going to have to be refocused. The new core skill, the new art form, will be negotiating with intelligent, logic-driven agents that are acting on our behalf.
And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? This is what every business owner, every marketer, every strategist needs to start thinking about like yesterday. When a person hands their purchasing power over to an AI, what is the logical, data-driven, and completely trustworthy case you've built for that AI to choose you over everyone else? Your answer to that question is going to determine your place in the future of commerce.